Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another magical moon message. Thank you for your patience. This one was a little late. Moon in Virgo, Sun in Gemini. So, this is the first quarter square after the new moon. Um, so, given the fourth house aspect of the relation of the moon to the sun, you're coming into hidden critique. Oh, that was nice. You're coming into hidden critique about the truth, or hidden facts or private facts about the truth that will make for a most perfect revelation as the sun leaves Gemini. First and foremost, also any subliminal, transpersonal, because you have to remember nothing is linear, right? Life ain't black and white. This shit not a panda. Shout out to that Tinder album and Affion. Other than that, just get comfortable with the fact that you have vibrations outside looking in through people, principalities, dumbass powers, stupid fallen angels, but really dumb people who, from the outside looking in, may have opinions about you and what you're doing. I feel like I have to make this disclaimer every moon message. If you take it too seriously, especially with the moon in Virgo opposite Neptune, you may make serious, baseless opinions, whereas you actually, in the experience, have context that people outside looking in don't have. This is a mutable sign season and a mutable sign transit, which is all about perception, which is all about change. And so with Neptune and Pisces, things are not as they seem. Do not enable people whose business it is not, like your life, because it's going to happen a lot more coming in Cancer season. Do not enable people to insert opinions about your business when it's not their business. Kindly tell them to Garfunkel off or to suck your peas in your pod, okay? Because your peas are very nutritional, and the value that they hold are so nutritional that if they're busy sucking and eating that, they won't have time to waste, sharing unsolicited opinions about your life that they don't really have full context on, because a way that you are threatens or intimidates them. This is going to be a more minor, subtle, subliminal level that can add up, to big. But pay attention to the little things. This is what Virgo teaches you, because how you do anything is how you do everything. And you may be dealing with a rhetorical argument forming from people that on the surface makes sense, but truly is stupid as fuck, because it has nothing to do with you. It just looks like it does. So don't give in to that. Peer pressure can develop out of that too, and you get extra points for just staying true. Worst case scenario, people think you're crazy, but since the beginning of the time, dumb motherfuckers have always called smart motherfuckers crazy motherfuckers. All right, disclaimer out the way. This transit is once again going to change everything. This is opposite of the third quarter square. The first quarter square opposite Neptune is giving you receptivity to the details that are grounding dreams and fantasies. You're going to start to see the winds of change that the moon in Pisces and new moon in Gemini ushered in. This is where in Virgo it's real. It's trine Taurus, it's trine Capricorn. This is going to get super real today as elements of what you've been intending really just happen in front of your very eyes. Don't F this up, because before you F this up, this is going to really examine insecurities that may inspire sabotage. Not because you don't feel that you're good enough to have this. We already went through Taurus season. You know your worth now. Shout out to Taurus. This is mainly just because you might feel like you have to know all the answers as you're stepping more into uncharted territory than before. Don't waste time for idiots, and don't suffer fools who try and tell you more about what you know than they even know, especially when it comes to you. There are people who are that dumb, and they will, just without thinking, do that. And if you enable them, you're even dumber. So don't feel wrong for bringing your hand and smacking earth, wind, and fire out their face. Chiron is in Aries. This is an exorcism maneuver. You're not, this is not battery and assault. There's love in your heart that inspires you to smack earth, wind, and fire. And through this application of kinetic force and energy, the electricity upon your face, your hand hitting their face, shocks all the idiocy out of their head. It's a very flawless technique. Okay, do this with love in your heart or you'll get sued for battery. They have to at least, register this righteous, fire that is getting that out there. I'm not advocating violence at all. I do not advocate violence. If you throw these hands or if you smack someone, do it with love in your heart, because we're out here to change the world. And you can kick in the nuts or ovaries too. Here's the thing: you want to be very mindful about the way you analyze what information is coming through, because the Virgo square is a filtration process that separates Gemini from Virgo, because Gemini will just say anything, but Virgo will say what's real, because Virgo uses words as a tool. Gemini uses words just to hear us talk, because, have you heard us talk? We're fucking amazing. But outside of that, my bad. This is very important, because there's also going to be relevant synthesis and analysis of information that, remember, we're on a new Gemini cycle, and this is activating new abilities. This is the part where you start to flesh out transpersonal metaphysical elements of your abilities that exist in imagination, that could be fleshed out through your behavior and techniques, which become even more real before this goes into Libra and we're getting ready to move into Cancer season. Don't be perturbed by any delays. Some of you might feel set back, that you wanted stuff to come out here as if Saturn is in retrograde. Embrace the delays. It's not an excuse, right? You're not making excuses delaying it because Saturn is in retrograde. You're honoring the retrograde by, instead of rushing projects, using this time to reevaluate. Because what you may not be aware of is that you have plans you want to put out, but the direction of how you put them is switching. And you're not going to know that until it's direct. Still allow for things to change during this mutable sign season. But when the moon was in Pisces, I did speak of, things being revealed, and then the emails got leaked. This is going to be a continuation of that, where we analyze a lot of the information that's come out, and this is going to really begin a new phase coming into Cancer season of exposing the fuckery at a much deeper level. Welcome to the counterattack, my friends. This is why this is the perfect revelation. You have been dealing, this has nothing to do with red, blue, right, wrong, or you know what I'm saying, like taking sides. This is universal, it's collective, and the fact that individually you're going to experience this no matter who you are, no matter what you believe, and this perfect revelation is going to be a counterattack for you personally, integrating into your social world, which integrates collectively, that will turn the narrative. Why? Because Virgo is 8th house, of course, to Aquarius, where the narrative is being enforced. This moon is king hunting Saturn retrograde while opposing Neptune. And this is going to reveal very important information that will begin at a greater level to add up a lot that doesn't add up. And you're going to start to see different voices from everywhere put these puzzle pieces together. So major revelations are going to be had that can't really be spun. Okay, and it's going to start to really push a domino effect that may set up, false flags that need to happen just to distract people. But disregard that last sentence. Consider that a theory, right? What's not a theory is that the way that you think and analyze is going to change forever, yesterday and today, and you want to take the changing of your perception. The purpose of this is you change your perception, right? If I'm going to go east and I'm going north, I need to change my direction before I head there. That's what a mutable sign transit is. You're augmenting your perception, okay? You're switching it, and then you're taking direction when the moon goes into Libra and the sun goes into Cancer. All right, if I'm your spirit animal, this next part is for you, because this is probably happening to you like it's happening to me. If there are any children watching this, please don't watch this anymore, even though this is probably going to make you watch this even more. So if you do, this is just me being a warrior right now. Please don't take this personal. This goes out to anybody who have any problems with me. This goes out to anybody who, doesn't like how I do what I do. This goes out to anybody that has a problem with me. How about you come see me, you little bitch? How come you see me, fucking stupid? Huh? How about you come see me instead of talk behind my back? This does not go out to one person in general. This is where the shoe where the shoe fits, you stupid bitch. That's why you watching me, but you talking about me behind my back, but you stalking, y'all are obsessed with me. What the fuck's good, bitch? What the fuck's good, bitch? What the fuck's good, bitch? How about you come see me to my face instead of talking about my back, stupid bitch? What's up, bitch? What's up, hoe? What's up, bitch? What's up, ho? I promise you, these hoes and bitches are educational. I'm not just saying this. This is, evoking this Gemini season fire. So with every hoe and bitch I say, it's more a characterization of labeling the hoes and bitches that are trying me and my time. So like, you know what I'm saying? You have a mouth, you have an ear, you have bipedals that walk. Why don't you come and bring your stupid ass over to me and tell me how you feel instead of spreading rumors, instead of gossiping, because you're weak. Because you're a weak bitch. Send this to who it applies to. You're a weak bitch. You're a weak bitch. You put on this facade. Listen, this you is plural. It's to whom it may concern. I'm not talking about just one person. You put on a weak facade, acting like you popular or you cool, but you act like you hard, but you can't bring that in person to somebody's face. We dead in that 2021. If you have beef, go play patty cake with who you have beef with. Don't talk about them behind their back. You are not hard. You're a grown stupid idiot. Okay, I know little kids with more grit than you. Okay, so stop. That was my mini rant. Anyway, if anyone has a problem, you can come see me. My address is not being hidden. I am not hiding. I'm literally out here. Holla at me. Other than that, it is what it is. Spit your game, talk your shit. This Gemini season has definitely been a shit show, and we're headed into the shit storm, and I hope you enjoy that. Other than that, y'all stay blessed as always. Really make sure that you remember God is in the little things, not in the big grandiose philosophical ideas, not in the big events. It's in the small things. And the opposition the moon is making to Neptune will reveal at a supernatural transcendent level a re-understanding of information and facts that you thought you knew and you may have, but you haven't perceived like you will. So if you didn't get anything that I said, prepare for the next couple of days for everything in your social environment and individual mind to change. This is preparing you to take a new direction that you haven't taken before. And this has everything to do with feeling your superpowers coming into Cancer, which means you're analyzing the enlightened quality of new abilities you have activated. And while the moon's in Virgo, you're going to perfect and master an element of these new abilities to where you not only start using them, but once it goes into Libra, the moon, you start using them with other people. Godspeed.